Now, when people go to the polls, ultimately, they're going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to pick one party or another, one candidate or another, one issue or another. You obviously represent the Republican Party in a very formal way, but how do you see their vision as being the best vision?
Well, I think a lot of the frustration with the current conditions that we face as Black Americans in society is that we're excluded from the power mechanisms. We're excluded from the institutions that make decisions, make money, and impact our communities. Now, one way that we can change that is by opening up the doors to access and opportunity. And so as Republicans, we're focused on increasing opportunity. Now, when it comes to unemployment, our position, we believe that it's the private sector that creates more jobs, not the government. Now, how do we create more jobs in the private sector? You have to create an environment that fosters that. And that starts with removing red tape, removing things that get in the way of people being able to keep more money.
He's saying the government isn't really good at running stuff. Google's real good at running stuff, so why not have corporations run stuff instead of government?
Does government need to be enhanced and changed and reshaped? Absolutely. I disagree wholeheartedly with the premise of this conversation, though, that deregulation of business would ensure that my sister over here's wages increase. That's disingenuous, and it's not.
I don't want y'all to get too heavy, because I want people to really understand what the issue is.
So here's what I will say. What I will say is this. If the party is dead, then fix it. The way that you fix it is not to deregulate any corporation. It is to ensure that people have living wages. Where is the Republican Party when it comes time to address CEO compensation and the fact that their wages are huge and we making $2? Let's be for real about what the real issue is.
Angela, I'm here.
I want to hear the answer.
I'm here. You're right, the Republican Party hasn't always been present in places where we should have been and in communities where we should be. But what we're not gonna do is repeat that sort of failure. We're gonna make a change. That starts with hiring people, one second, that starts with hiring people who are from the community, who live in the community, who work in the community, have credibility there, to go out and be advocates and share our message, which is more jobs, more opportunity, and better educational systems.
Natasha, let me ask you a question though, because the debate they're having right now is an interesting one, and me and Elle is just like, but are young people willing to hear a different message?
Actions speak louder than words, though. You can say what we're going to do and what we haven't done and what we're not trying to do anymore, but we're not seeing it. We want to see that you're interested in our well-being.
The question then becomes, how do we get people to hear us, and how do we get people to vote once they do hear us? And that's why we've been talking, and that's why we're going to keep talking about this.
Let us know what's at stake for you. Go to BET.com/what's at stake and tweet us at what's at stake.